Well, the 2025 gardening season is off to a great start. And the first thing I'm going to harvest from my little backyard garden is spinach. So we can't put the plants out yet. We've got one more frost maybe next week. But in the greenhouse, I was able to plant quite a bit. So back in February, I was able to plant some spinach seeds, and that is going to be what we harvest today. Everything else is not quite ready yet, but it is coming along nicely. So if you would like to know about this little greenhouse, I did a review, and I will leave the link below, but I absolutely love this little greenhouse. We did get the sprinkler system put in, and it has just been wonderful to be able to go out in February and plant seeds and see them come up in March. It was a real treat for me. But this spinach, I have always had trouble growing spinach, but this was it this year. It is beautiful, and it's time to harvest. Not only do you get to see my little greenhouse with the spinach, but I have 3 great spinach recipes to share with you in ways that I use that spinach this week. So there is my first harvest in the 2025 garden. First up, we're going to make a favorite strawberry spinach salad. This is so good, especially at Easter if you want to make a great big bowl of this. I just made enough for my husband and myself, but I have my washed spinach, feta cheese, some pecans, and strawberries, of course, and poppy seed dressing. Very easy to make, and I just fixed 2 bowls for us to have, but I'm breaking apart that spinach. It's been triple washed. I'm going to cut up these strawberries and place those sliced strawberries right in that spinach. And then we're going to toast the pecans and just a little bit of coconut oil on the stove, or you could certainly leave them plain without toasting. I'm just taking the caps off, and then I'm going to slice these strawberries. This is such a good salad, and if you make a great big bowl of it for Easter, your family is going to love it. All right, I've tossed in the strawberries. I have some feta cheese. There were some big chunks there, so I'm just going to cut those up. Sprinkle on about half of this container of feta cheese. And I love feta in a salad. Alright, so I've tossed that together. See how easy and quick this is? But the strawberries and the spinach and the cheese are what's so wonderful together. And then I topped it with those toasted pecans. It was delicious. Now, my favorite dressing for this salad is the poppy seed dressing. It just makes the salad, everything so nice and sweet. My husband loved it. He said it was his new favorite. So there I am tossing the pecans right on top, and we are good to go. And if you're making a big bowl of this, you could certainly mix it all together, then add your dressing last. So there is the poppy seed dressing. And we enjoyed this salad with some baked pork chops, and it was delicious. Alright, this is strawberry season in my area, so I am going to make this salad a lot more. Next up is a quick homemade pizza with the spinach. And at the grocery store, I found this pizza dough that comes in a package like this over in the canned biscuit section. And I just cut it open, and it is a thin crust, and it was very delicious. We really enjoyed this crust. So I am spreading this out on a greased cookie sheet, and then we're going to top the pizza with the toppings that I already had in the refrigerator. I unfortunately did not have any pepperonis, but I did have some ham and also some beef kielbasa sausage. So for my husband, he loves the meat lovers pizza. I'm going to put some ham and that sausage on one side for him, and just the ham for myself. So I've got some canned pasta sauce. I'm just going to spread that over the crust, and then I'm going to start adding our toppings. Alright, first up we're going to put some ham on both sides of the pizza, and this was just lunch meat ham that I purchased in I think it's the Black Forest ham, and I've just chopped it up in small pieces. And then here is the beef kielbasa sausage, and I'm going to really load up the husband's side because he loves the meat on his pizza. Alright, you could put onions and black olives and whatever else you like. I had some bell pepper in the refrigerator, so I'm going to spread that over the pizza as well. And then, of course, the star of our show is that spinach that I grew in the backyard. So I'm just going to do a rough chop on the spinach and spread that all over the pizza on both sides. Let me know in the comments if you have ever had spinach on your pizza. It is really good. You don't see it much in the restaurants, but I really love it. It just gives it a good taste, and it is so good for you. So I'm going to spread that spinach all over, even on the hubby side. Now I am sprinkling on some cheddar cheese. This is sharp cheddar. I love cheddar cheese, and I also love mozzarella. So we're going to do a little bit of cheddar, and then we're going to finish it off with some mozzarella cheese. Now this bakes in the oven for about 15 minutes or until the toppings are nice and golden, and it really was delicious. My husband and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and we had some extra slices over for a snack the next day. So this is a good way to use up some things in your refrigerator. Pick you up a package of that pizza dough, and oh, it was so delicious, and this really could have fed a family. All right, our next recipe is one of my favorites. It is spinach ham and cheese quiche. So this morning I got up early and wanted to make this quiche, and you need eggs, sour cream, some chopped up ham, some chopped spinach, some shredded cheddar cheese, and some chopped onion, and some half and half cream. So I'm going to break 6 eggs in this bowl, and I do also have a pie crust thawing out from the freezer. So I will leave all these ingredients in the description box below for you. We're going to crack those eggs and then beat them real well and add in that half and half. All right, I'm just beating up those delicious eggs right from the backyard, and we're going to be adding in that half and half and our seasoning and our other ingredients. I have the oven preheating, and again, I will leave this recipe in the description box below. All right, I'm going to take a big heaping tablespoon of sour cream. I love sour cream with eggs, especially like scrambled eggs or in quiches. One big heaping tablespoon of sour cream. It gives it a really good creamy flavor. So I'm going to whip that in. Now over on the stove, I am going to melt some butter and just saute that onion a little bit just till they're nice and tender. Okay, so now we can start making the quiche. I have the Paula Deen's house seasoning, so I'm going to be using a heaping teaspoon of that. That is salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. So in goes the cup of chopped ham, the shredded spinach, the cheddar cheese, and I'm going to mix that, and then there are the sautéed onions. Now you could add other things like bell peppers or garlic, but this is what I had, and this is what we're going to have today. So I have my pie crust there, oven preheating. I'm going to mix this all together, pour it right in that pie crust, and put it in the oven, and it will bake for 40 to 45 minutes. And just like the pizza, you can use things that you have in your refrigerator to make this quiche. You could certainly use sausage instead of the ham, or you could use crumbled bacon, but I used what I already had, and it was so good. Y'all, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And it tastes so good. And we always serve it with some fresh fruit. So the gardening season is off to a great start. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a very blessed day, my friends.